a little bit. Feels like it's been too long. But I'm out on a very, very crazy warm Friday afternoon in December. I am way overdressed, but I couldn't get it through my head that it's just not that chilly out. So I think it's only going to get down into the mid-40s tonight, and this weekend the highs are going to be like in the 60s. So very mild. Might rain a little bit in the overnight, so that should make for good sleeping. And 40 is a good temperature for sleeping, so everything should be great. Doing something brand new on this trip. So actually a couple new things. First off, I am going camping with a subscriber. You're familiar with her if you've been on my channel very long. Her name is Fuller. She has a 1972 Winnebago Brave that is in the process of being renovated, and she is living out of it while that process is going on. So I did a tour of her rig in an earlier video. If I've got my game on, I'll put a little link, like maybe right up here-ish, to that video if you want to check it out. So that's the first, first new different thing is that I'm going to spend the weekend, that's Friday night, Saturday night, exploring and camping with somebody else, not solo this time. Okay, second new thing is that this trip is being kind of planned and organized by Fuller. We did talk about it, kind of laid out some loose plans together, but this is kind of her game, so it's kind of neat to be hands-off and just going with the flow. And she is pushing my boundaries of comfort, and we're gonna do urban camping, but since it's a tiny little town, it's basically like tiny little town stealth camping, not urban stealth camping. But urban stealth camping sounds better. Whatever. We're not going to be out in the middle of the boondocks, which brings up the question, is it still boondocking if you are in a small town? Does boondocking just mean you're not hooked up to power? Or does boondocking literally mean you're out in the boondocks? Let me know what you think. Anyway, we're gonna be in a little town. We're gonna get together, we're gonna hit a pub, we're gonna hit a place for dinner. Not typical camping weekend for me, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's just gonna be different, it's gonna be fun. Fuller is great company, we have fantastic conversations, so I just think it's gonna be good from beginning to end. And of course, I'll bring you along every step of the way. If you are a returning watcher, viewer, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Maybe even just check out some of my content, see if it's something you like. But yeah, if you've landed here, you probably wouldn't mind my videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am so bad at doing these little pitches. Bear with me. I'm trying. All right. We'll see you soon, and we're gonna have a good time. Hey Fuller.
Hey Jen, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Cheers to a good weekend.
Cheers.
So after checking out the area and scouting around a little bit, we thought that this little tucked in area next to a old abandoned warehouse factory of some sort might be just the perfect place for us. There were some no parking signs in the area, but Fuller was kind enough to check with a local business, and they assured us we would be just fine. After we got settled, we were able to walk right to this great little tavern and enjoy a really tasty little dinner. After dinner, we enjoyed walking around this little town that has quite the Christmas spirit, and popped in and out of a few shops before we settled in a little wine bar that had some fantastic live music going on. The place also had some items for sale, and this fish guy really was speaking to Fuller. We spent some time considering it. After we left the bar, we wandered back towards our rigs through town, enjoying some of the Christmas lights, and also just taking in some of the local sights, which included some rather industrial areas on our walk home. What a wonderful night. Great food, great company, great music. Just had a really good time, and now we're all settled in, and I think everything's going to be just fine, and we're going to have a good night's sleep. See you in the morning. Morning. Had a real good night's sleep last night. It's perfect sleeping weather. It's like, I think I woke up, it was 53. I think it's like 55 now, so just nice. Felt super snuggly in my little nest of pillows and blankets and stuff. So Fuller's a little bit of a later riser than me, so I've had a leisurely morning so far. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm just getting around to making my coffee. So where we parked, surprisingly enough, there's a very clean, well-stocked porta potty. So I was able to walk down just to the end of the parking lot and use that this morning. And now I'm just enjoying a slow, lazy morning, making my coffee. It's a good thing I got this stove. I'm really enjoying the benefits of it, because apparently there's like this propane shortage, which I've been hearing about, but has hit my town. Couldn't find propane before I left on this trip. Thank goodness it's warm, and relatively warm, and I can use the butane just fine. So switching over to butane and using that for this trip. Very, very nice, this flexibility of either using butane or propane. Alright, let's do a little coffee montage. How about that? Get our day started. This is definitely a little bit different to the view that I'm used to waking up to when I'm camping. But I can't say that I hate it. It's just different. As you can see, that beautiful fish found its home. After we both had our coffee, we wandered over to a local park and had a really nice walk. Saw some ducks and just enjoyed stretching our legs. So it was a great little walk. This park is amazing here in this little town. It's right within walking distance of where we parked last night, so we didn't even have to move. And it's a reclaimed chicken plant, so a chicken processing plant. Well, I guess a little town bought it from those folks and have turned it into this nature preserve. It's really nice. Enjoyable walk this morning. And I just wanted to say too, Rachel, look, haven't gotten them on here yet. So one of my subscribers, Rachel, awesome subscriber, super supportive, so enthusiastic, and love her to pieces. And she sent me these awesome camping stickers, right? Like cool little decals. And I've been wanting to put them on my mug, and I just haven't gotten to it. I got out today, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna make another video without the decals on, but they'll get on there. Rachel, thank you so much for those, and I look forward to showing them to you in hopefully my next video. All right, we are getting ready to roll out of here. We are going to go to a tiny little town. Our plan is to go to a tiny little town called Wachapreague. So you may have heard of Assateague, you may have heard of Chincoteague, but have you heard of Wachapreague? Yeah, it looks tiny. There's one restaurant there, a couple streets. So we're just gonna go check it out, see what there is to see if there's any place to camp there. We have some other ideas maybe about where to camp tonight. Just kind of playing things by ear and having fun. We've had a nice, oh goodness, it's 1 o'clock. We've been talking for a while. Fuller and I just shooting the breeze. And so we're gonna get rolling now though, and see what happens next. All right, so we've had something go a little off plan.
A little.
Fuller, you want to describe what's going on?
Well, yeah. It's so funny. We're about less than half a mile from where I normally stay at the restoration place, and I was getting the Brave back up to speed, and you were behind me, and just all of a sudden, engine shut off. Power steering went, the brakes went. We managed to sort of drift into this little spur, and we were on our way to Wachapreague and having a great time, and stopped in at the restoration place to use the bathroom, and we were getting going again, and now Brave is dead.
So we did try to jumpstart the batteries, but
We troubleshot.
we troubleshot as much as we could. We don't really think, after reading through some stuff, some Google material and things, we don't really think it's probably a battery issue. It's probably some sort of other issue. Fuller very wisely has AAA Premium
Deluxe.
Super Premium Deluxe, and they have assured us they're going to be here in 30 minutes or less. So
Like Domino's.
that is, yeah, just like Domino's. That's where we stand currently, working through this issue. Last time we talked, we were waiting on AAA, but canceled that order because
Wayne showed up.
Fuller's friend Wayne
One of my personal heroes.
showed up, and he is currently working on it. He's sparked a couple things. He got it started, but that wasn't good enough. He's got to narrow down the problem, see what was going on, like a true professional.
Mm-hmm.
So we are running to the store real quick to get Wayne some thank you beverages and a thank you snack. and make some use of ourselves.
He's our hero of the day.
So we're visiting the infamous Dixieland.
Made by a Confederate flag bikini. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, it's right on the border of Maryland, Virginia.
This is where the South begins, the sign says.
Indeed. All right, that's where things stand. Well, you can see that Brave is up and running once again. Wayne worked his magic and got her going. Turns out, yeah, it was that fuse was blowing because a wire was shorting out. So actually a good thing that the engine stopped going, because otherwise we probably could have had even much worse problem. So we are deciding to go ahead and cut our trip short. It's because the weather has really turned. Today things weren't at all what we expected. We expected sunshine and 70-degree weather, and instead we got overcast day all day and rain starting up now, you can see. And yeah, after that, and then the mechanical problems, and it's supposed to be kind of dreary and cold tomorrow and rainy. We both decided probably we're getting enough signs and signals that it's time to wrap this trip up. So while we didn't get to do the trip we wanted, we had a good time, and things don't go as planned, and you have to do what you can with the circumstances you've got. So that'll be the end of this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I know this video has been way different than my typical one, so let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. So sometimes I think I'm done doing a video, and then I realize, yeah, I got something else to say. Here's the thing. This trip had some amazing times, and then I had this whole section near the end that just went downhill, didn't go according to plan, and now I'm on my way home, driving through the rain on like the grossest day possible. It's like, it's not even cloudy, it's just like this sky that's like perfectly just slate gray, ugly, it's raining, and I'm driving along this country road and I couldn't be happier. Plans didn't go as planned, crappy weather, I'm headed home early, but you know what, I'm in my truck, and it really made me realize like some of my happiest times. I don't know what this says about my life, because I do have a lot of other happy times, but truly some of my happiest times are right here in this truck. Like whether I'm driving, whether I'm cozy and all in my little nest of blankets and stuff in the back, whether I'm, making my morning coffee and planning my day, or sitting maybe journaling, or maybe editing some videos, or again, just driving, just behind the wheel, me and my truck, seeing what happens, seeing what comes next. I am so fortunate. I love this vehicle. I love what I'm able to do in it, and I truly love all of you for being part of this journey. Thank you. See you next time. For real this time.